There's a lot of free sheet music on the internet, but how do you know if it's any good? It's so important to start your first day of practice with quality sheet music that has good fingering and articulation marking so you don't have to go back and fix things later, which we all know is difficult to do. I often have students come to me wanting to learn a specific piece and they'll bring me free sheet music that they found online, and it's usually not any good. So I have to guide them and help them find a good edition. So today I'm going to share my computer screen with you and show you how I find quality free classical sheet music. We're taking a deep dive into how to efficiently use IMSLP.org because our channel is geared towards classical pianists, and IMSLP primarily has collections of classical sheet music. Before I share my screen with you, I'd like to quickly tell you why IMSLP is a great site and how it can help you. So obviously the number one reason people use this site is for free sheet music, and you can usually find pretty decent editions on it. IMSLP can provide free classical sheet music because most classical pieces are in the public domain. Public domain means that they aren't protected by copyright and it can be freely used for any purpose. Another reason you might want to use it is to compare editions. This is why I use it usually. So if you don't have the urtext edition, and urtext means that it's a printed edition that's intended to represent a composer's original work without any alterations. So if you don't have the urtext edition, you could compare editions across IMSLP, and if you see similar markings, then you can get a better idea of what the composer intended. You can also get fresh ideas on fingering and how to play specific passages. When you compare editions, you might get some ideas on articulations and dynamics. You might want to explore less well-known repertoire, and IMSLP includes out-of-print or obscure works that aren't easy to find elsewhere. You could also use it as a teaching or a practice tool. So many teachers use it with their students to access scores so that they don't have to buy additional physical copies. Now I'd like to share my screen and show you some tips on how to find free sheet music easily. I'm going to first show you how to search on imslp.org. You can go up here and search by composer or time period or genre. I'm going to click on composer. If I wanted to find something by Beethoven, I go up to the right-hand corner here and search, and it takes me back to Google. And then I have to click on that to come back to IMSLP. And this shows you all of Beethoven's compositions on IMSLP, and there's another page. If I wanted for release, click on that, and you can see there's 18 scores here. So how do you know which one to choose? I recommend selecting some of the most popular. So you can see this one has over 74,000 downloads and a little over 3 stars, but this is a first edition. So I don't think this would be very helpful. It doesn't have any fingering or articulations. Breitkopf is usually a good edition. And another popular one is this Weir edition. And you can click on this to preview the score, but it usually takes forever to load. So I usually just click on the image. And if I like it, I'll download it. I'm going to go up and download the Breitkopf edition here. And you'll see this text up here. It says your download will continue in 15 seconds. So if you aren't a paid member, you'll have to wait 15 seconds before you get your download. And I think that's definitely worth it. And here it comes. Click here to continue to your download. And here it is. So you can go up here and download it or print it. I usually download it directly from my iPad. So I go to imslp.org on my iPad. And then I click on this square with an up arrow in the top right hand corner. And I use the Foursquare app. So I scroll over to more. And then I find Foursquare here. And this is what I use to, there it is. And I just have to give it a title. And then I see it in my Foursquare app here. I'm going to go back to IMSLP to the search results. And I want to show you this urtext Henley edition here. You'll see this red text. That means it's non-public domain in the US and in Europe. So I shouldn't be downloading this edition because I'm in the US. So follow the copyright laws of your country. Now I'd like to quickly show you how to search for IMSLP sheet music using Google. So most people know Mozart Rondo alla Turca, so make sure it has IMSLP after it. And it's usually the first option. So there's a lot of scores here, 16. So again, the Breitkopf is very popular. And the Schirmer here is also pretty popular. And notice this has 16 pages. So this is the entire sonata. So if I download that, I'm going to have to scroll down to get to the rondo. There it is. If I go back to the search results, go back to the back button a few times, the Schirmer right here has 5 pages. So this is probably just only the rondo. Also this one here. So yeah, that's just the rondo. It's only 4 pages. Another great feature of IMSLP is if you wanted to print just the piano part of a piano concerto or a symphony, you can do that here. The full score is 88 pages. I don't want all of the instruments, so I can click on parts and I'll see the piano solo part here, which is only 31 pages only. And here's some orchestra parts. If I wanted to find a piano arrangement of, say, Beethoven's Symphony No. 5, like a piano duet arrangement of that, then I'm going to click on Arrangements and Transcriptions. There's a few 2 piano 8 hands arrangements, and there's a violin and piano arrangement. For piano 4 hands, that's a piano duet. So you could download. IMSLP is a great resource for free classical sheet music. But if you're preparing for a competition or a performance, you want to practice from the best edition that you can find so that you're playing with tasteful pedaling and articulations. So I encourage you to watch this next video of my mom's, where she talks about her favorite classical piano music editions for the major composers. She's a seasoned university piano performance professor and a concert pianist, and she knows repertoire. I hope to see you there.